Hello, welcome, YouTube people. My name is Jess. I am the Light Heart Alchemist. It says so right here. Today I want to talk about niceness. So here we go. It's easy to be nice, or it should be. It's easy to fake being nice. I think that's why customer service is a thing. To be considered a good person, you need to have a very low baseline of, I can be nice to people. You don't want to be mean to people, nobody's gonna like you. In the US, I think we have a tendency to pedestal niceness more than being a good person. To be a good person requires growth, and growth requires change. And to change, you need to be able to acknowledge problems. And we tend to have this occurrence where it's, people will have more of an issue with the person who's bringing attention to the problem than with the actual problem itself. So that's lots of fun. If you are the person bringing attention to a problem, you're going to be targeted as a bad guy. You're being mean, you're not being nice, you're the bad guy. So people, some people tend to prefer that you're nice rather than real. And I'm not one of those people. Please be real with me. I want real as things can get on this plane of existence. Don't be mean for no reason. What the fuck? I think we all have an understanding that it is better to be kind than to be nice. To me, kindness is rooted in empathy, and it comes from the heart. You want good things for other people. When looking up the definition of nice, one of the words was agreeable. And I looked up kind, and one of the words was considerate. And if you've been here for a while, considerate people are like my favorite people. But yeah, on that note, I would rather me in my position be considered seriously than simply agreed with. I think you and I can deepen our bond by having a legitimate discussion, not an argument, a legitimate discussion about our viewpoints and perspectives on a subject than, if you just agree with me all the time. It's good to hang out with people who have, similar beliefs, but growth requires different perspectives. So I really value when people expose me to different perspectives. So I'm kind of tempted to say fuck niceness, mostly just because it sounds cool and edgy, but niceness isn't the problem, it is the symptom. It's also the band-aid we use to treat the problem. I'm just imagining like a foundation of a relationship, and there are all these cracks and it's crumbly, but it's all held together with Scotch tape, and that's niceness. Instead of getting in there and, maybe redoing the whole thing, we just apply tape. Niceness. And then we have this ramshackle structure, and we've spent years taping it together, and it only really takes one person asking a question for the whole thing to come crumbling down. Like, why does Uncle Bob think it's okay to talk to his wife like that? Why doesn't my sister ever want to come visit the family? Stuff like that. There are deeper issues that you're glossing over with niceness and niceties. So the fact that niceness is so often used as a reason and a means to avoid addressing real problems, it makes me want to scrutinize niceness. Makes me want to get better at differentiating between, the kind people who are being nice and, I don't know, the people who are just being nice, because that's what they think that we need to do. Friends that will call me out on my shit, I feel more connected to than the ones who only ever agree with me. So, not fuck niceness, but I think it's good to have awareness around it. People who are too nice and then, you know, behind your back they're doing shady shit, that's no bueno. So, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna read this part. Friends who call me out on shit that I really need to look at will always feel more real than the ones who only ever agree. You are an individual, and I want to get to know you and your nuance. Your differences will challenge my beliefs and help me to become a better person, and hopefully a better friend. And I would like us to do that for each other if we are friends. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. I feel like there's gonna be another video, a part 2 to this, but for now, this is good. Let me know what you think. But yeah, you guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Have a good day. Be good and be good at it. And I will see you for the next one.